Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Jim with Passport to Thailand. Hey, I've been on a hiatus because of a health issue, but I'm back in the saddle and I wanted to welcome all the new subscribers and thanks for your patience. Hey, today's video is an inspiration regarding a pretty lengthy conversation I had with a subscriber, one of the newer subscribers, just a few weeks ago. And it is the fear of retirement overseas. What if it doesn't work out? How do I mitigate the risk and have a plan B if things go south in my retirement? That's what today's video is about. Let's dive right into it. All right, so this subscriber I was chatting with, a great guy out of Canada. I won't mention his name, but nonetheless, he had a really good question. And he said, I've done a lot of research online and I'm just still have that fear. I can't get over it, that what if it doesn't work out? So I had a conversation with him and I want to share with you what the conversation was like and what my advice was. And I'll tell you what his actions are going to be after we've had that conversation. And everyone has that concern. I had that concern before moving overseas. What if it doesn't work out? And is there anything I can do in the very beginning to kind of mitigate the potential risks of moving overseas as a foreigner, as an expat? And what can I do and what can I do in the event things don't work out? Number one, let's just use some common sense here that everyone, I think, would agree upon, is do as much research as you can online before you leave. Even make some long distance phone calls to some consultants that help people relocate. Get their advice. But also, I have something I want to talk about that I'm not hearing online, which I shared with my friend here, and that is, what are your personal non-negotiables? And are those non-negotiables in the country that you're looking to go and live in? For example, let's talk maybe about food. The language. Do you have to learn another language? Some countries you will. As a matter of fact, where I live in northern Thailand, no one speaks English. I'm so remote. So I've had to learn Thai. That could be a real problem from some folks. And as we get older, learning new things and languages can be challenging, right? What about the weather? Have you thought about that? Where I came from in the United States, I lived in Arizona and in the Southwest where it's dry and no humidity. Where I live now, it's high humidity and high heat. And that has taken a toll on my body from younger years of all the crazy sports I did, all the bumps and bruises. I didn't feel those or feel that while in Arizona because of the low humidity and the high temperatures. Here, it's high humidity and high heat. So I feel it as an older guy here in Thailand, which I didn't think about. So something to think about, right? So what I would do is make a list of your non-negotiables, whatever that could be. Only you can answer that. But then go and look in the country. Take some time, go overseas, spend as much time as you can. If you can't spend a month and you can only spend a week or two, then come back later in the year. Try to make 2 trips over because each trip they're going to look and feel different. And I guarantee you're going to learn a lot about what works for you and what doesn't work for you more on that second or third trip. The first trip is always the honeymoon phase. So things to think about. And how do you mitigate the risk? I've done other videos about this, but the conversation I had with my friend was that you have to have an exit plan. Let's just be honest. There's a lot of people around the world that come to live in another country, and after a year, 6 months, 3 months, or 5 years later, they've just had enough, or it's just not working for them any longer. And that's okay. People change, places change. Where I lived in the United States for 53 years, it changed a lot. So what I would say is have a second backup plan, whether that be back to your home country or maybe an alternative country that you've researched as a possibility to transfer over to a new country to live. So migrating the risk. There's risk in everything we do. Retirement is just one of those things. In life, there's no guarantee that anything really is going to work out. But mitigating the risk up front helps minimize those risks, short-term and long-term. So doing the research, doing the footwork, making some phone calls, spending a little money up front, maybe a couple $100 on a consulting call, can go a long, long way. And what I would say is this. His biggest concern is overcoming the fear. What I can tell you is fear is a very powerful emotion. I think we can all agree on that. And regardless of what you're doing in life, fear can limit your ability to be successful or take chances or to move forward in different directions. It did for me many times throughout my life. Coming to Thailand, I had to overcome a very big fear of the what ifs. I'm that kind of guy too. So the research up front, the coming over here, spending some time made a big difference for me. Do I have an exit plan? Yeah, I hope I never have to use it. I probably won't, but I have it. Do I have another country in mind that I might go to in the event for some reason things change in Thailand and it's no longer comfortable to be here as a retiree? I do, and I've done other videos on that. And if you're interested in my plan B, please send me a message or post a comment below. I'll do a whole different video on that. I think it's an important thing, especially as the world is changing everywhere right now, and what my plan B is currently. So, fear of retirement overseas, what if it doesn't work out, how to mitigate the risk. These are some topics that come up all the time when I speak with different subscribers, and all I can say is do your homework up front, watch videos like this, talk to consultants, come on over and put your feet on the ground in the country, spend some time, vacation, look around, have a good time, but keep your eyes and ears open. And the most important thing, the big takeaway from this video today is I want you to think about your non-negotiables and how will that impact you going to another country. I have another video that I'm working on right now with my non-negotiables that I didn't think about and how they're currently impacting me here in Southeast Asia. That's going to be a very interesting video, so stay tuned for that. As I promised, I want to share with you what my friend's actions were after I had the talk with him. He's on his way over. Matter of fact, next week, which would be the end of June-ish. I'm not going to give the exact date, but he's coming over and he's going to spend 3 weeks. So I'm super happy for him. And I'm sure that I'll hear more about his journey as he comes over, and I'll share that with you in a future video. So don't let fear stop you if you're at that age of looking at retirement, or you want to go live in a new country and experience a new thing. Go for it. Do your research. Mitigate the risk. Have a plan B if it doesn't work out, and move forward and enjoy your life. And as I always say, in Thailand and in life, there's always an option. And with that, everybody, thank you. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, everybody. See ya.